being sucked into that spiraling hole of death that was portrayed in front of us. We're all suffocating, dying, and on the screen it reads, "See you on the other side," along with all the Illuminati symbols and the praying hand literally sucking our energy from us. I am 100% convinced that this was literally like an energy harvest. Like this was literally like a satanic ritual. Travis Scott was snatching souls, literally snatching people's souls.
So there's Drake that was part of this whole thing, and while they're out there singing, you've got this demon burning and flame above them with a portal to hell, and now we learn the literature and the full-page advertisements for this thing was you're going to die, you're going to go to a portal to hell. So whether they believed it or not, they actually manifested it. Now we're learning people are being drugged and all this other crazy stuff was going on. Wow. Every culture throughout human recorded history has engaged in rituals because rituals are archetypes, are powerful symbols that unlock areas of our minds and compartmentalized instincts of our ancestors. That's why geese or butterflies or hummingbirds know how to fly 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 miles to a place they've never been to make a nest, because it's in their genetics. It's in their instincts. It's programmed in. And so when you see a big event like happened this weekend in Houston with more than 10 people dead, hundreds and hundreds wounded and trampled, you ask, how does this happen? And then you see the big portal and the big crystal ball and the big hands above it. And I said on Saturday, I did a special broadcast, that this probably wasn't consciously a satanic ritual. Well, I have to reverse myself on that because now I've had time to study it. I don't know if Travis Scott or if Dre were involved, because I've actually listened to both of them and really haven't heard a bunch of Satanism in their lyrics. Let's just say I'm not huge fans, but I'm familiar with it. I like some of their songs. I mean, it's on my player, on my phone, on my Spotify account. I listen to them, actually Drake, quite a bit. But the people that set it up, the people that designed it this way, the people that put out the promotional information, absolutely were engaged in the occult, absolutely were engaged in a ritual of Satanism. I infiltrated Bohemian Grove. I broke some of the first information that documented that real Satanism was going on at Skull and Bones by getting a woman on whose father had a diary and who was a member. That was later confirmed to be true. So we've been the tip of the spear studying this and researching this, and they're deadly serious at Bohemian Grove when they're doing these rituals. And they're deadly serious at Skull and Bones, and they have other spurs of this and other encampments of it. And so now they are externalizing the method or externalizing the hierarchy of what's happening internally inside the Illuminati or the New World Order and the Hieronymus Bosch type world they want to build for us, and they're now rolling it out. And that's why there's images of Hieronymus Bosch. There are different incantations and things dealing with opening a gate to hell and killing people and taking them over to the other side. And that was all shown. That was all done there. A young lady that witnessed a lot of this and narrowly escaped, who was naive before, has now awoken now that she, again, snapped out of her trance and says, I can't believe I didn't see this before, when all the subliminals were there. And then she talks about the promotional material in the front of the paper a week before, saying, you're going to die. You're going to the other side. Here it is.
I wouldn't believe literally anything the news says. There's no way that they can come out and say 100 people died. Someone themselves literally saw 100 dead people. Like, there was bodies lined up everywhere. There's CPR being done in the crowds. It looks like what would be a mosh pit. There's no room for mosh pits. There's only room for the 8 people on the ground that are dead having CPR done. Those were our mosh pits. Our mosh pits were us dying. I picked up no subliminal messages from the website, the tickets. I didn't look. I didn't see. I wasn't paying attention. But now that I go back and I look at the flyer and I look at everything that I was around in the set, it's absolutely disgusting. We were literally being sucked into that spiraling hole of death that was portrayed in front of us. We're all suffocating, dying, and on the screen it reads, "See you on the other side," along with all the Illuminati symbols and the praying hand literally sucking our energy from us. I am 100% convinced that this was literally like an energy harvest. Like this was literally like a satanic ritual. Travis Scott was snatching souls, literally snatching people's souls. I don't even want to know who was forgotten about in there, who couldn't be heard, who couldn't be helped. Like when the people moved out, like when the concert was over, like I want to know how many people were laying on that floor still. Because it wasn't 8 people. It wasn't 8 people. It wasn't just 8 people dead. There wasn't just 100 injured. There's probably hundreds dead and thousands injured. I have grown up on Travis Scott. Number one artist. Loved him. I've been to multiple of his concerts before he was even Travis Scott. I've never experienced something like this. That man is done.
All right, so that's an onion on it. And Travis Scott does go up on the cherry picker out over the crowd and is pointing down all weird and singing strange while people are flopping around having convulsions and dying. So part of this is the spirit takes you over. You get programmed interdimensionally at these events, not by the colors and the lights, but by the archetypes it shows you. Then humans are all basically psychic. Once they all get on one wavelength, the system can jack into them and basically take control of them. And so that's why these type of satanic orgies basically take place. And yes, then there usually are some people killed, and then you dance around the dead bodies. That's a very ancient form of this. But let me show you the Super Bowl or the 2012 Olympics or countless others where you have Grim Reapers coming down after nurses give children injections, and then they kill thousands of children that go up with Grim Reapers up to hell. And they show a virus that looks like the COVID virus projected at the beginning of it. They're telling you what they're going to do. And that, again, is black magic. That's in the old black magic text and the stuff that's literally from the Middle Ages that goes back to Solomon's temple and back to Egypt. And they believe in all this, and they believe you need blood for power. You need to pay coins to these spirits, to these aliens, to these entities of dead children and or virgins. I mean, they'll take anybody getting killed, but they're going to give you a lot of power. They want children. And that's what this is a bunch of demon creatures coming down and grabbing people's children and taking them to hell. This is the ruling class. This is what they're doing. And the lesser magic is if they can show you what they're going to do to you before they do it. The model of oppressors and tyrants and cults since human history began to be recorded over 7,000 years ago. And now here we are today with the Davos Group, representing the most powerful corporations on earth, the most powerful families, including royalty, literally saying they're setting up a world government to depopulate us, literally teaching children that they are non-essential and that they can't have running water or electricity. That's what Obama went to Africa 6 years ago before he left office and told them on record. These are the greatest oppressors the world has ever seen. They don't care about the environment. When you read deeper into their documents, they're basically mad scientists or transhumanists that believe they're going to transcend carbon-based life and overwrite the entire planet. This is delusions of grandeur. All of the top Davos high priests are called high priests. And they say that they are transcending humanity and that they're going to basically absorb us in that transformation. The lockdowns, the vaccine passports are all the global social credit score world tracking system they've now announced a month ago. I told you decades ago this was coming because it was in their documents. Now it's not theoretical. It's gone from beta to operational. And it doesn't matter whether you're a conservative, it doesn't matter whether you're a liberal, a Christian, a Buddhist, an atheist. This is a scientific dictatorship taking over and targeting you, and you need to get out of the prison of the mind that you've let them build for you, out of the constructs, and break free and transcend and get back to your human roots and use your basic instincts in you with your intellect to decide that you are not going to be a slave of this and you're taking control of your destiny. Coming in December, I'm going to release the most powerful information ever, not just from Alex Jones, but period, when it comes to transcending tyranny. You'll find more information at band.video and Infowars.com. If you are watching this transmission, never forget, you are the hope of the universe. You are the seed of the universe. You are the resistance.